Friday, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. I know we're running a little bit behind time. You know, the internet has been fighting me all week, and today was not an exception. So, thank you for tuning in. If you would do a big favor and drop your location in the comments so we can see where everyone is located, kind of get some engagement going on here. And then I'll do the honor of introducing our special guest. So if you would drop your location, you may be getting a comment from StreamYard. If you want to have your information, your face show up with the comments, make sure that you allow StreamYard the permission to get your name and information that way too. So we've got folks in Houston, San Antonio, North Carolina. All right, so I know there's a few more eyes here. We'll give you guys a chance to add to the comments. We want to make this as engaging as possible. You know, how often do you get to have the content come to you and you be able to interact with the content? And so we want to fully use this platform in its fullest capacity. So thank you. I see a couple more eyes here that I just want to give that opportunity to comment on. So excellent. So as always, feel free to be asking questions in the chat as you're watching, and I will make sure those questions are visible to our guest speaker. And so make sure you're interacting, taking your notes. This is being recorded, so it'll be shared for later viewing in our screen, or in our group, excuse me. And then also it'll be available on the YouTube page. So if you are not familiar with our group, we have a media tab, as well as my company, My Own Lane Consultants, has a YouTube page where this content will be shared as well. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and bring on our special guests, allow them to do the introduction, and they're just going to take it from there. So let's go ahead and add Mr. and Mrs. Hudson here. Welcome.
Hey,
Can you hear me good?
Yes,
yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
All
Hello, hello.
right. Excellent. So thank you so much for your time and being here as well. I'm going to now fade to the back and let you do your introductions and go forth from there.
All right. Hello, you guys. I am Tia Hudson. We have been in the logistics industry over, I want to say 20 years, and we've been freight agency owners for 5.
Yeah, I'm Devin Hudson. I've been in logistics and warehousing since I was 18, from driving trucks to from stair companies to the bread truck drivers to working in warehouses, every doggone where.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been an entrepreneur. I'm sorry, I've been a business owner for 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
but an entrepreneur for 5, because that's when my mindset changed 5 years ago when I got into being a freight agent.
Absolutely. And my background is pretty much customer service. Before this, customer service, real estate, mortgage, taxes, some of everything. And I was actually working for a lady before, and she had a trucking company maybe about 10 years ago, and she didn't make it look pretty. So I was definitely uninterested in trucking, period. She was always fussing about those trucks, the insurance, the fuel, the cost, the everything. So I was like, girl, I am definitely not interested in trucking. So when Devin decided that we are going to take this next step, then of course that's when I got more into it.
Yeah, because before I was overseas, I was working as a contractor with the military. I was in Afghanistan. So when I pretty much got let go from that contract, I came back home. I didn't really have that much money saved, so I had to do something. So I started working for the same company that she was working for, the husband and wife owned company. And the guy had some box trucks, whatever. So I ended up driving this box truck for about 2 years for him, till he said it wasn't really making him enough money, and he was going to sell the box truck. So it was like, either I buy the box truck or I got to go back to working in the warehouse, making $10, $12 an hour at the time. I know the prices of labor that went up now, but back then it was about $12 an hour tops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to do that. So I went on ahead and got a high interest loan. We got the box truck, and didn't really know what I was doing, but I just wanted to make some money and keep what I had going on. So
And we really didn't even. We really shouldn't have been a trucking company owning no truck. Period.
I'm talking about I
We
ride around with
almost
no
went
insurance.
homeless.
I ride around with no insurance because I ain't had the money to pay that insurance.
Yeah.
I think Ben canceled that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to avoid the tolls and police. I did the whole nine, man. So, you know, and when I had a big contract with the company I was with, so that's what was keeping us afloat.
Mm-hmm.
And when they lost that contract, it's like my money went from $3,000 or $4,000 a week to $300 a week. And so I got to the point where I couldn't even afford to put fuel in the truck. I was just, you know, swiping the card, making the account go negative because it gave me $99 of free fuel. You know what I'm saying? It was sad, but it was my thought process at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I had to let that truck go. And, you know, her dad, you know, he always had money. He always was a hustler. So we always go over there. He have his nice diamond chains on. It's all these outside brand new cars. And, you know.
And every time I was like, what you do? It was either real estate. It was something that had to do with sales. I just remember growing up, every time I asked somebody what they do that looked like they was having, you know, had a great lifestyle, it was always sales. But I hated sales. I could talk to people about anything, but as far as like having to actually go to a person and sell something, I was not good at that. But like Devin was saying, once my dad, you know, you can finish that.
Oh, well, her dad pretty much told her like he was a freight agent. He had been a freight agent for like 5 years or whatever. And he was showing her how much money he was making. Like his check be like, I made 8,000 this week. I made woo. So I'm sitting right there like ear hustling, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I wasn't making it. I was making about $300. I'm talking about I was, you know, going negative in the account just to make it up there for her. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, I'm going to look into this. So I did my research. I started getting on Google, YouTube. I saw what it was all about because he wouldn't give me the game. You know what I'm saying? Most people who are successful, you know what I'm saying, most time they look at people who aren't successful, you know, it's not knowingly, it's subconsciously. It's like, yeah, you can't do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I'll figure out a way.
Especially from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
Like if a man grew up and nobody never gave him anything, then of course he's going to look at the next man like that versus it not a hand out, just a hand up. Yeah. And a lot of older people don't look at it like that. They're like, okay, no, you the man, you should be doing this, that, and the third.
No. You know, as you grow, you realize everybody not like that, but it wasn't like that at the time. So I had to just kind of figure it out. So I started getting books. I saw okay, it's one thing to know about being a freight agent or moving freight, but the main thing is sales. So I was like, regardless of anything, I'm going to have to know how to sell, like how to actually get freight, how to get customers, and how to be able to get carriers to buy my loads. So I started really like investing in books and stuff like that when it came to sales and stuff like that, and confidence and stuff like that. So that's what is a freight agent?
Yeah.
Okay, so a freight agent. So keep going.
Yeah, then we'll get into that. Okay. So it's coming. Sorry.
Keep going. So I end up looking into calling different freight brokerages because freight brokerages usually take on freight agents as long as you have $1 million book of business, or if you bid good enough sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So a freight brokerage carries they have a surety bond, all the insurances, all the load board access, the TMSs, the processes, everything is pretty much should be set up, you know what I'm saying, by the freight brokers for an agent to work up under them and plug in. So agents have their own contracts, you know what I'm saying? So you get your own customers. We build our own business.
You work under the broker, but you have to build your business. You are your own business essentially. Yeah,
like the one we're up under, like it's not like a Landstar or somebody's situation where you're labeled that company. No, you actually have your own independent,
full creative control, agency, everything.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So fast forward, her dad, he was at work, and I end up calling his brokers, the guy he worked for, because I couldn't get through nobody. I didn't know who to call, so I called his boss, and I was like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm Dennis's son-in-law. I know he works for you, and I'm trying to get into the business. I'm eager, you know what I'm saying? I'm hungry. I just want an opportunity." And he was like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, it's good talk. Give me 15 minutes. And I mean, 5 minutes later, her phone started blowing up.
Oh, Jesus.
Her daddy blowing up. Why is your husband calling my boss and all of this? I'm like,
we didn't know he was going to answer the phone, but hey.
I mean, I asked you for an opportunity before, but you weren't going to give it to me. So I'm going to take it. I'm hungry. So he was like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable, like, you know what I'm saying, bring y'all on without the experience upon us, but I'm gonna plug
In
you in
so
with
many
somebody else.
words.
In so many words, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
plug you up with somebody, you know what I'm saying, who will give you a chance. And so they gave us a chance, and luckily that was like the best fit for us, you know what I'm saying? Like we pretty much grown with this brokerage as agents, you know, and they let us be independent, build our business our own way. They've really kind of nurtured us along the way, because the owner is not, it's not like a freight brokerage situation where I've seen people post in groups, hey, I started a freight brokerage, all agents come work up under me. No, it's not that. Like the freight brokers we're under, they actually move freight. They have customers, they have systems, they have a carrier sales department. They, you know what I'm saying? They actually move freight. It's not like somebody who just went and got a surety bond and some insurance and want somebody to build that business for them.
Correct.
So that was like the great part about it. So when I had issues and situations that came up that, you know, most people wouldn't know how to handle, I can call, hey man, I'm going through this. Okay, call this carrier. I can call this warehouse or whatever. So it just gives you more access. So it's really built us to where we're at now, you know.
As a freight agent, can you use your own company name, LLC, or do you use a freight agent, the freight broker company's name?
We have our own name. That's why everybody calls us Hudson Freight. Like we're Hudson Freight. We, you know, that's
we
how we
lead
represent
with Hudson Freight.
Yeah, like all my customers know us as Hudson Freight. You know
now,
what I'm saying?
If you were like, Landstar is the only one I know, you know what I'm saying? But Landstar, if you're a Landstar agent, you got to lead with Landstar. Nobody's going to know you as your own independent business. They're going to know you as a Landstar agent.
Yeah.
People know me as Hudson Freight.
Right.
People think that Hudson Freight is a brokerage, but we are an actual freight agency under a brokerage.
Correct. You know, most people always think, you know what I'm saying, like the only way to get in this game is by dispatching or being a broker
or owning a
truck. But, you know, the freight agent way is like a great way for me because, you know, it's less risk to you, because a lot of people go out and get a surety bond, and I've seen people tell me like their surety bond alone is $2,500, or their insurance quote was $6,000 or $8,000. So I'm like, you go spend all that money, but you don't even know like it's another piece that goes to it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to have great financials, great credit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need carriers to be able to take your loads. And they don't want to take your load. They don't know they're going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Or their factoring companies don't approve you and stuff like that. And you have to get customers too. So a lot of people don't take all of that into effect.
That's correct. Because I mean, it's one thing to set up the brokerage, but how are you going to effectively operate that brokerage if you don't really know what you're doing? So then you got to go up against somebody like me. Yeah. I'm already established. MC numbers banging, so I don't have any issues with carriers taking my loads. We are a $30 million company. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in order. We have everything that we need to be successful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some people skip getting the carrier 411. That's very important. You know what I'm saying? And then we're set up with every factoring company as well. Yeah. So you have some agencies where they'll say, okay, we'll do an 80-20 split, but their MC is new. And then when you're posting loads on the load board, no one's taking your load because the carrier feels that they're not going to get paid, or they're not, you know what I'm saying, your company is not set up with their factoring company. So it's a lot of things that you have to take into an account. And a lot of people, they look at the money aspect of it. Like, I don't want to pay a percentage. Well, what's 0% of nothing?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Like, I would say like on average, it's between 20 and 50% that you would pay the brokerage for their services. But you know what I'm saying? Our sub agents start off at 60-40.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know, once you go up under the broker, we're up under, you get 70-30. But it's worth it. We get access to so many things that
we don't have to come out of pocket for anything additional. Yeah. Nothing additional. I've heard people say that they, you know, are on a 60-40 split, and then when they get their commission check, you know, extra money is taken out.
Yeah, no,
we don't have to worry about that.
And then it's like, okay, most people start off and you think initially, I'm going to just get access to truck stop and that. But it's more than just truck stop and that. You just can't provide just full truckload services. You know, what if your customers need LTL moves, international shipments move, dred shipments move, ocean containers move, rail shipments move. It's so many different components of freight and different things that you could be selling services to add value to your customers that you could provide, but you don't even have the know-how, you know what I'm saying, or the experience. That's why I tell everybody, it's like, okay, would you go out and start a McDonald's without knowing how to make the mac sauce? You know what I'm saying? You're trying to repeat a process that's already there. So learn from somebody who already going through it, been through it, who's successful with it. You know what I'm saying? Not nobody who's one of these little shake and bakes who come out here and just started something up two weeks ago. Somebody who actually got skin in the game, who's been doing it for years, who's proven successful, and then just, you know, move forward that way. But you got to have some kind of coaching or training or experience to be successful, not go out and just get a surety bond.
That's right. That's right. And we have a mentorship program, but we're not just that. We actually move freight every day.
Yeah.
We have shippers that we're moving freight for. We have customers. Our business has been built off blood, sweat, and tears. Like actually reaching out, cold calling, 200, 300 calls a day. You know what I'm saying? So we're not just mentors.
No,
we actually move freight. This is how we've built our business. This is how we've made our money. Yes, we have training, but that has not been what has fueled our business.
Yeah, it's all about moving freight, building our business at the same time, but showing people the same way that we do it. You know what I'm saying? Like learn from my mistakes, you know, learn from my successes, but just learn, you know what I'm saying, and then take off with the information. Everybody who comes up through our program gets the opportunity to be a sub agent under us.
Yes.
It's a funnel program. So you come in as a sub agent under us,
and what
you
do they
build
get?
your book of business, you get access to everything we got access to, and us, and training and hand holding all that stuff along the way. But
and
after you
access
grow
to
your
our
business,
online training
online
platform.
training as well. But after you start to build your business, you can go up under the brokerage and be your own agency.
Correct.
Without actually having that $1 million book of business, but being on track to that $1 million book of business and a solid agency. Because it's like you can't build like a building like on shaky ground. It got to be solid.
It's gonna fall.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna fall. So, you know, you want to have a financially strong company behind you with good credit, high MC, where carriers want to work with you and stuff like that. That way you're not dealing with people who doing factoring and stuff like that. I mean, that's cool, but it's not a way to build a long-term sustainable business.
Right.
You know, you got to be cash strong. So it's good to have that behind us.
Yeah. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, being in the groups and stuff like that, like, well, I want to get 100% of my money. I don't want to pay a broker 30%. I don't want to pay a broker 40%. But how long is it taking you to piece all this together? Not saying that it can't be done, but why put yourself through all that stress and headache when you can take a mentorship like what we have, where you have an online training platform that you get access to. You get access to Carrier 411. We're giving you the low board access, professional email address, phone extension, the mentorship, live training. Like we doing the whole 9, and that's from a freight agent standpoint.
Yeah,
there's no one out here doing that from a freight agent standpoint. And when you take a freight broker training, that's all you're getting is just that training. They're not going to hold your hand and tell you how to operate your brokerage.
Somebody said how long it take us to get our first shipper.
2 weeks.
It took us 2 weeks. So think about it. Think about it. How long would it take you to get your MC and authority and surety bond back? It took me 2 weeks, and I was already making money. I've had people come through my program and get their first customer within a month.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And start making money. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It's about not having how quick are you going to be able to make your money? Like how much value are you going to be able to provide to these customers? Because right now, when you're going to the market to customers, they want transparency. They want, you know, to be able to see where their load is all the time. They want service, you know what I'm saying? Service and the value that you provide. So if you don't have that, the only thing you got is some load boards and basic knowledge. You're not going to be able to survive. You know what I'm saying? You got to really know how to handle this. You got to know how to deal with conflict resolution. Like if a problem arises, will you run away from it or will you fix it?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because this is not one of those industries where you could just sit back and say, oh, I'm going to let it work itself out. Oh, heck no. You'll be in deep, you know what? You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to get a shipper. And you want to do just as much as you did in the beginning to keep that shipper. You know what I'm saying? You don't want anything to come between that. So you got to be prepared for anything. If some freight is on the back of a flatbed and it flies off the truck,
that's
what would you do?
You got to make. You got to make a phone
had that
call
before.
And you got to fix it. You know what I'm saying? But it all comes back to making sure you screen your carriers as well. Like, are you screening your carriers? If you're a freight broker out here and you don't have Carrier 411, shame on you. You tripping. You know what I'm saying? Right now, there's so much double brokering going on, and you can really jeopardize your business. You know what I'm saying? And your relationship with your customers without doing proper carrier sales or carrier, what do you call it? Vetting. Like really vetting your carriers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the face of your company that's going to those shippers. So that driver that shows up in that raggedy piece of equipment with the wrong name,
that's a reflection of
a
you.
different name, trucking company than what you booked, that's you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't. That's the one thing we don't deal with is cheap freight. You'll learn that real quick when you start in this industry.
Yeah, I'm in this business to be able to live. I know how much my time is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? So if it's low, I'm gonna make $50 or something like that, $100. I just pass on it. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to make me some money.
Not to say we didn't do that when we first started out because we were getting our feet wet. We didn't know any better.
I made $15 sometimes.
We
$30.
sold ourselves short a lot of times, and then that one shipper, it was a really big experience, a good experience at that. We didn't know that at the time that it was setting us up for our next big customer because we pretty much did it. We didn't really do anything wrong. We got blamed for a lot of things with this particular shipper. They would come back, oh, you didn't do this, which it was actually somebody in their office that didn't do it, didn't provide proper paperwork and stuff like that. So,
and what it taught me was communication through email is the most important thing ever. Yeah. I have people that to this day, like, they just call every time they need something. But if you email, you're able to refer back to the email and be like, boom, you said this, I said that, boom, it's there. Like, you gotta learn how to properly and efficiently communicate through email.
Definitely.
That way you have some kind of trail and proof to cover your ass. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, the people you're dealing with at the ship or your customer, that's a person with a job. So if they're at work and shit rolls downhill and it's a mistake that they made, they don't want to fall on them.
No.
They want to fall on you. So you have to be able to cover you at the end of the day.
We are in the expedited world.
Yeah.
Expedited. So box trucks, Sprinter vans.
Yeah, I do flatbed hot shots as well.
Yeah. We do dry van. We've done reefer, but expedited is our thing.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, this industry is not an easy one to get into. I know a lot of people get into logistics. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? By far. You know what I'm saying? It can be stressful at times, but it's like once you deal with enough situations and headaches and go through enough things, you learn from those mistakes. That's the only way you can learn is by doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. He's just waiting for the driver negligence. No, not necessarily, because I mean, if you're communicating with the driver, they have their rate con and everything has been discussed. No, you're not to blame. So it's going to trickle down to the carrier, and whatever it is going to cost them money. It's not coming out my pocket. I'm just taking it off the rate and sending an updated rate confirmation because I got to make sure my customer is straight. If my customer wants money back because of a carrier's issue, they're going to get that money back. And the carrier just, I'm sorry.
We don't usually have the many issues. I can count on my hands how many issues we've had with a carrier, and usually it's like a driver just having an attitude problem or something like that.
Or a dispatcher not actually communicating properly with the driver. Now, we do run into that, so that's why sometimes, I don't know if you guys have watched any of our previous videos, but we try not to deal with dispatchers sometimes.
Yeah, like the independent dispatcher, especially a lot of new ones. It just depends on how you carry yourself as a business owner. Because like I said, communication is everything. So like if I got to blow you up for updates and then I can't get a phone call from you or answer.
Or I call you and ask you for an ETA and you're like, I think he's at pickup. I'm like, I need to know. Like, I can't go back to my customer and say, I need to know.
Well, he said he was going to be there about 5 when I had talked to him a couple of hours
ago. Then I call you back because I haven't heard from you. And you like, oh my God, he's not answering the phone. You just laughing, kiki, ha ha. Yeah. Ma'am, this is not a laughing matter.
Because if you're on some people like you may be on the other side. You like, okay, you laughing. But as the broker or the agent or whatever, you made those calls to that shipper and you worked your ass off to get it. And they're finally giving you a load. And once they give you that load and you're trying to call and confirm and they playing around on, what I'm saying, as far as the pickup. The customer told you to be there by 2 and it's 2:30 and these people still not answering the phone or giving you updates proactively. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the issue comes.
What do you wish someone would have told you about this business before you started?
Like how much money you really can make.
Yeah.
Like I thought when I got into this business, I thought like, what I'm saying, I could make $2,000 a week. My goal was 6 figures.
We saw what my dad was making. We knew what it looked like, but
we just didn't think that was our reality.
You don't think somebody else what they're doing is your reality too. You know what I'm saying? You kind of sell yourself short.
Yeah, I was like, as long as I make $2,000 a week, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna get me where I'm trying to go or something like that. But then I started getting more and more business, and I started seeing, okay, this is how I can maneuver a way for me to make some money or something like that. And if I get another customer, and then I started getting referrals, and they kept growing and growing. And when I started seeing those checks just kind of get bigger and bigger, that's when I was like, dang, like this is rapper money. You know what I'm saying?
This is legal? Like what?
Like I feel like a rapper.
We should have been started. But hey, everything happens in perfect timing when it's right for you. So we got in at the perfect time.
Definitely.
For the perfect timing for us.
So how does the mentoring program help across the board? For example, those work with power only, reefers, and dry van loads? Well, the mentorship program is there to help you understand every aspect of the business that you need to know.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not only, like I said, freight brokering, like truck types and, how to move freight, but it's also like merging that with your office knowledge and customer service knowledge, and then also the tracking software and hardware systems in place, and that's processes as well to be able to make it more efficient. Because you can have a bunch of loads or a bunch, whatever you're going after, but if you don't have a process that actively like makes it all gel together, then it's going to be kind of pointless. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we kind of hold people's hand, because a lot of people kind of still lost on what they need to do and how to put it together.
Correct. It's a lot of information to learn. It's a lot of stuff to put together. So when someone, let's just say one of our sub agents get their first client and they're just like super excited, and they can't calm down. So we're going to work on the back end for you. You know what I'm saying? Reaching out to that carrier, building your rate con, all that stuff. So you can enjoy. Yeah. We're going to do all that, vet the carrier, all of that. So you can enjoy your moment.
Yeah. We screen the carrier for you, build a load for you, make sure everything goes smooth. Let everybody know like how you should communicate with the carrier along the first times. Like we drivers on site, we're loaded, all that good stuff. So we show people through the whole process. That way they know how to properly serve their customers, because it's one thing to get that kind of freight, but to keep it, is the main thing. Like all the customers I've had since I started, except for one. You know what I'm saying?
That first one
was the first one. I was glad they gone, but I've been able to retain all my customers. So we show people how to retain their customers. So that's by having systems in place to be able to make sure that you know what you're doing, and somebody to hold your hand and show you how to do it right.
Facts. What do you think people get wrong? A lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things, like trying to jump off the porch before you even crawl. You know what I'm saying? Like no parachute, just like whatever.
Like I seen somebody, we was actually at a doggone conference, and somebody said they got their surety bond and all the insurances and stuff like that, and they went on load boards to find some freight, and they called all the brokers, and they said it's double brokering. I said, because you don't go on load boards to get shippers. So where you get shippers from? Like the freight broking class you went to didn't tell you how to get shippers?
And then we found her on Instagram, like for whatever reason, she popped up.
And she got a freight broker training
and
school.
She has a training.
Yeah, so that's what people get. People fucking up this damn industry, man.
Like bad.
That's what's going on. And people telling people like you can make $1 million or whatever your first year. No, you can't. This is 5 years of hard work to get to this level. Like to make the $25,000, $30,000 a week, it takes time. So people don't understand that it takes time. Like with any business you're starting, it's going to take time to build it. You know what I'm saying?
Let yourself be a beginner.
Do not
be afraid of where you're at because you're looking at other people's success. You have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Start as a beginner. Always be a student. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that you know everything and you could just do it on your own. In most cases, that's not the case. And if you are the smartest person, then you're definitely in the wrong room.
You definitely got to change. Definitely got to change your circle first off. Because I changed my circle. We changed our circle like a few months ago.
Oh,
and we have been doing this business for 5 years, and it's like to switch over and be around more entrepreneurs. And it's like, okay, things that I'm doing, they're doing. Okay, maybe I should do this better. And so it's able to bring more perspective to what we're doing. So it's
Yes,
pretty
and letting
dope.
people know that we're out here, because
Yeah.
nobody knew that we were out here in the capacity that we are
Yeah.
doing what we do.
Because I've always been like a introvert, you know what I'm saying? So people say like you can't be an introvert in this business. Yes, I've been an introvert since I started this business. She's more of the extrovert, so she'll call and talk to anybody. Sometimes I don't even want to talk on the phone. That's why I've made my business where I can do most of it on the email. You know what I'm saying?
And so we tag team with our customers. Like if they're calling and he's super busy, then I'm in the background like, hey, what's up? You know, like kind of changing the conversation a little bit. So our personalities work very, very well in business. Like we've been doing this every day. Like we see each other every day.
Shit, when did I realize it was time to upgrade from owner operator?
When that truck kept breaking down and we didn't have no money, we're about to be homeless.
They could look at that clutch needed to be turned. I called my mechanic. He came out there that night. I remember it was like a Sunday. He came out there. He said, "Big dog, I can't turn your clutch no more." I said, "Damn." I said, "How much clutch is?" He was like 1,200. My check that week might have been 349, something like that. Rent was due. I was like, I know I ain't gonna make no money having this truck. If I go ahead and pay this 12, it's gonna take me a month to get my money back because I wasn't moving nothing. I didn't know nothing about load boards. I didn't know what to do. I was really lost. I had the truck just generally to take over what the work I was doing for the owner operator.
Because we were forced into it. And you know how everybody, you know, you living off, you waiting on your tax return.
Yeah, that's what we're waiting on. That tax return come back. We're gonna do something else when the return comes.
To get that tax return. And when it came, we had to put it all on that freaking truck.
Yeah. So it was like it was tight. So like that's when I had to like make that change. I'd have been owner operator, but I couldn't pay for that repair and pay to live for another month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You had to make a change because what you got a family. Hey,
yeah.
What we gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I had a wife, 4 kids at the house. You know what I'm saying? So
had to figure it out real quick.
Baby mama asked for child support, trying to get everything. So I'm like, man, I got to get my life together. Like I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like it got depressing. You know what I'm saying? So when you got to go through that mind change, like we had to end up doing some network marketing around the same time.
Yeah.
We was doing stream energy. You know what I'm saying? And we would go to these little house meetings or whatever, and they had these meetings every weekend. So we'll go. And they would talk about stream, but they would also talk about entrepreneurship mindset.
Oh my God, yeah.
And so it's like the things that they would say, I was like, I never sold no stream. Like I never really I didn't do good with it. But the things that they said, I took a lot away from it. You know what I'm saying? And so I was able to use that plus like watching Pursuit of Happiness like over and over again with Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? Because that pretty much was our situation. The only thing was we were in the house, not in the what's called it?
Apartment.
The train.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was in the house, like, okay, yeah, it's all bad. So I watched that movie, man. I saw like even through his worst time, he still kept pushing. And I was like, man, I could push. I ain't got no excuses that, I can make about why I can't do it.
We couldn't do nothing but get broker. Like what?
Yeah. like if I don't do this, we're gonna be sleeping on the street. My mama already said you can't come stay with me. You know what I'm saying? So it pretty much was like it's either this or this. So
basically,
so I pretty much just dove straight into it. Once I got the opportunity, the brokers let us in, and it was just like go time. That's why when people say like, how was you able to make 200, 300 calls a day? It was like life or death. It was make sure my family eats and have a roof over their head or not.
Yeah, definitely Grant Cardone. We listened to him religiously.
Grant Cardone was like.
He was our coffee in the morning. Yeah. Like
who's got my money? I'm talking about every day I would listen to Grant and I would just be like, I pray and I'd be like, man, I know I'm going to do this. I know this meant for me. God, I know this meant for me. And I would just keep going. I would keep calling every day. And then when I got like, sometimes I would get so like, man, it would just be so terrible. And I would just get so down and I would just keep pushing. Yeah. It got 5:00 our time Eastern. And I was like, most places here closed. So I'm gonna start calling the West Coast.
You had to think outside the box, man. Like we was pulling them out the hat. Like, okay, so let's do this, let's do that. Okay, so then we had just had our daughter, so we was like, okay, I'm gonna go upstairs with the baby while you make the calls, and then when you get tired, I'll hop in and make some calls.
Yeah.
So we had to work that thing out, even though it was stress. Love conquers all. So if you can love each other still through all of that, ain't no stopping it. Y'all can conquer anything.
You gotta go through the struggle. Like that's thing. Like a lot of people doubted doubted us when we started telling me like you need to just get a job. I don't know why y'all stressing yourself up out
Mm.
with that. Just go get a job. But the same amount of time that I could have spent looking for a job, I could have spent building my business.
No, working two, three, four jobs would have never afforded this type of lifestyle
And
in this amount of time.
somebody said, "What's my dream? What's next? What's our dream? What's next for Hudson Freight?"
Whew.
Our dream is
Dream
to
is to
it,
get more people into the industry as freight agents, learn the business, and helping people actually get shippers. So we can, you know what I'm saying, people can have those success stories.
mm-hmm.
People can, you know what I'm saying, follow our blueprint and be able to live the life that you deserve.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So if you're in this industry and this is something that you want to do, we just want to keep helping people and help people get shippers, get money, and be, like I said, other people can live their dreams.
yeah, it's my biggest thing. I want to make sure that people able to live the kind of life they want to live. I know that
Mm-hmm.
I've experienced some things that I've never thought I experienced,
Correct.
you know, and done some things I never thought I'd be able to do, you know what I'm saying, just off being in this business, you know what I'm saying, it really changed my life. So that's where my goal is to create some more 6-figure, 7-figure earners and change some old people's lives and make people be like, you know, it just make me feel good when
Mm-hmm.
somebody calls and be like, hey man, I got my first customer, I moved my first load, what I do, that it just give me the chills, you know what I'm saying? So I want to create
Yes.
more of those feelings. And then
And
what's
people just calling us saying, like, hey, I even seen your interview on Truck and
yeah,
Hustle. I'm motivated just off of that.
yeah,
So it
yeah,
just lets us know, like, we are truly out here doing something right and we're living in our true purpose. And that just makes me happy in itself.
yeah. And I know next for us, we just want to keep doing mentorships and coaching and perfect it and get even better and better at it. Offer more and more information and just
Mm-hmm.
give more, like introduce more and more people to the being freight agents, how to get in, how to do it right by people who actually move freight, and to have like a team behind you because it's more than just us. We have the owners, the agent manager, like everybody in the company is already all
It's
in
a
on this. So
family.
it's a family environment. You know what I'm saying? Even with our coaching, you know, it's just I like everything to be family oriented. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing to where you're a number. I like people to be involved, a part of it, and feel like okay,
We
I'm a part of something
family.
bigger than
Yeah.
just a program.
You're
You know
not
what I'm
just a
saying?
number. You're not just portal number one, portal number two member.
Yeah.
No, you are by your name. We're addressing you by your name. This is such and such on the screen today. This is such and
Mm-hmm.
such calling my phone. Like our sub agents have our personal cell phone numbers. Like we're not to where we're unreachable, untouchable, anything like that.
Well, we're working on doing another enrollment or when we're gonna do the next session because we done had so many people trying to get in and we closed out. We actually started our first coaching program last Wednesday.
Yes.
So we was shooting for just 10 people, but we ended up having 31. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I think we're gonna open up a little bit more people next time, but we'll definitely keep everybody posted on when we start the next one or
Yeah.
when we're planning on doing the next coaching so everybody can go ahead and start signing up for it and just hop in, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we're trying to keep it so we don't get overwhelmed to where we can't help everybody and
Mm-hmm.
make sure that we give everybody the proper attention. So I ain't want to like have like 1,000 people or nothing like that, but I want to make sure
Right.
that you know the people that I have are quality people and they're ready to go, and I want to be able to just help them. Did not say increase. Did
What?
not say increase. Well, hey, I don't know what she said.
Oh, on the the amount?
I
How
don't
much it
know.
costs?
I don't know.
Increase on what?
I know the price did increase, but I don't know
Oh,
what.
yeah. I think I forgot who is that? Because somebody did say that. Oh yeah. On the last call, I was like, oh y'all ain't say
Oh
that.
Lord, Lord, but yeah. Any other questions anybody had?
This is, oops, there we go. There we go. Now, this has been great. We've still got everybody here, lots of questions and engagement. I think fundamentally, I know the website streaming at the bottom, that's the mentorship. We shared the freight websites on the website too, on the in the comments as well. I'm just trying to look to see if I'm missing anything. You guys also check out the website. That's what the information's for. Check out the website. You'll have all, I mean, it's a well done website. So, and also, did you mention, Devin, is that where the wait list is kind of being built off of too?
Yeah.
We haven't started the wait list yet. People have just been hitting us up on Instagram or just basically calling. So that's something that we're getting ready to work on. Because we were trying to see if we were going to have another one before the end of the year or have it next year. But so many people are calling, so it's definitely going to be this year. We're going to have to squeeze another one in.
Yeah.
I love that you guys are really, focused on quality over quantity. And so that's really huge. As they said, so much is part of their program. It's not just a login. It's not just curriculum. You have access. You have access to both, these load boards, the equipment. I was really impressed with the phone number. I mean, you have all of those already built in. I tell you, I've worked for some startups, and they're like, "Yeah, give your phone number." I said, "To who?" Like, am I the new owner? I mean, go ahead, put my name on there if that's what we're doing. But you paying my phone bill separately, So I mean, for real. But
everybody gets an app, so you're able to have like an extension, and it rings to your app, so it's a separate app, so it's the difference between your calls, this
your
business
personal call,
and personal.
yeah.
Definitely very helpful. Very helpful.
Yeah, because it's like once you start, you're already, maybe like, okay, I'm using my last to do this because I'm betting on myself. So we didn't want to have people to have all this extra added cost. So it was like, okay, we'll go ahead and foot the bill for the professional email. So it's everybody's uniform with the Hudson Freight Agency email. And then having that app, that's very important, because if people are not used to using their cell phone for business and they're just answering, hello, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? No, I want to make sure that you're professional and you know who's calling your phone. So we're going to give you this app.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
People are like, because I've seen people like selling leads and all that. So anybody who comes through our program gets leads.
We give you leads. Yes.
Same leads that we will get from Zoom Info. Like people will try to sell, like we just give them to them.
Or people getting stuff off Fiverr, like don't do that.
No, we make sure like whatever you need, if you trying to go after this field or whatever, our support team breaks it down for you and sends you whatever how many leads you need. So.
Also, you guys, if you are considering the mentorship, just think about the team. Building a team with people who have your best interest in mind is so important. That's really what teamwork becomes. I mean, you could just be a cluster of people otherwise, but when you have synergy, when you have a vision to be able to learn what you need to learn as you're developing before you jump to your own, it's an incubator, really, is what it is. And if you think about it that way too, go in there not trying to buck the system, but trying to learn what the system is. A lot of times, it's funny you mentioned Stream. I'm out here in Dallas, and I was a provider at one time too. And I really liked their conferences, because I mean it was hyping you up. And I remember it was just like, yes, and it's just like, now what I do,
It got you hyped. It got you hyped.
I mean, it does. I mean, they've got the lights. They take you through the entire emotion spectrum. You're sitting there crying one moment. You're sitting here like, what else I gotta do? How can we, do this? Then you're ready to fight the power, get up and dance. I mean, those, you dance. And that's what, that you have to really explore the human side in all of this. It's great to say I'm looking at the business, but connect with people that can help you understand the business from the humanity part. And I've had seen all the comments about you guys' transparency. I mean, that is so so rare. People just gonna hype us up and kind of get you, like you said, the rah, go ahead and spend that money. All right. And it's like, I'm ready. I've got my ticket. And you're like, okay, put it over there in that pile. And you're like, wait. You loved me at once, And so,
no, like this is truly our livelihood. You know what I'm saying? And the way that the internet is now, you will be out of business.
Yeah. People
what
talk.
I'm saying? So we're not with that. So, we're not trying to mess up our money and everything we got going on in our name. You know what I'm saying? So
and better yet, our karma. Like I've experienced karma in my life, and I ain't trying to do that no more. I believe in it. So like you do right, you get right. You know what I'm saying? What you do in the dark, come to light.
Oh, that's
So you know what I'm
facts.
saying. You treat people right in the public and not in public. You treat people right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. So let's get some let's even give some flowers. You know, I know someone else taught me the term. They said don't tell a man you're gonna give him flowers, but we giving you flowers today. Both of you, here's your flowers. I forgot the term what Desi said to give men instead, but the flowers it is. I enjoyed your information, but really more so your energy. You guys are really approachable. You know, when I reached out, as I, you know, as you're getting all the social media fans reaching out to you, you were very responsive, Tia. And I was just like, oh, wow, okay, she really answered. Oh, wait, she's here. And so, I mean, I appreciate that. You know, from my experience working with you, I could really see how you guys are genuine. And I love the family dynamic. That is, oh, wow, like on top. I wish mine would have worked like that, but hey, on to
Hey,
the next, right?
it's always the future.
Yeah,
It's always the future.
absolutely.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is awesome. So everyone who's watching, if you would just drop a comment, share some love on, you know, that you appreciated this type of content. We really would appreciate it. You know, my goal as admin of the Minority Women in Logistics group is to make sure you're getting content that's not just for entertainment value, but it's really adding to your skill set, at giving you those resources and genuine people in which to connect. So if you
Yep.
guys would please go ahead and share these so they know that we love them. We love them. We love them. We love them.
I really
Oh, thank
appreciate
y'all so
y'all.
Close all
much.
this out.
Y'all ain't gonna make me tear up in this thing.
Okay.
You ain't gonna make me cry.
No, very much appreciated. And thank you, both of you. Thank you, both of you. And that was a pleasant surprise. I was just expecting your wife, but thank you for your energy as well, your support. I mean, you guys are ride and die. Look, I love it.
Yeah,
Bonnie and Clyde.
Good
we are
package
definitely
deal.
a package deal.
I love it. And look, y'all finished each other's sentence.
You're like, oh, you getting on? Oh, I'm getting on too.
Say,
I said,
oh, you? So we got
Look at this.
we always say we, right? I just want to make sure.
Right, it's we.
we can't say bye, bye, bye. Okay, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was
Ain't no I thing.
Absolutely. All right, so make sure you guys, thank you. And who said this comment? Tasha, if you would kindly for me drop that link so everyone can connect to them. We try to make it easy. Like, look, we roll out the carpet, we put the links there, all the good stuff, you guys.
Yeah, I definitely love it.
Resources. Look, give you hope. I love it.
Y'all
Yeah,
definitely
you
gotta do that. I mean, husband and
can.
wife team work out so much better. I mean, she might, like you say, she your better half. It's true. Like women have a sense that men don't have.
Yes.
That compassion, being able to talk on the phone. Sometimes we want to be straight about the business. So, you know, it's good to have a woman by your side to kind of bring that personalized service to it too. You know what I'm saying? So it works out great.
It does.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So as we're closing up, just a reminder, this will be housed in the media tab, so you can share it. But I am putting it on YouTube, so you know it's easier to share outside of Facebook and our group. And so be looking for that to come here in just a moment. I was just trying to, I thought it was a question that was here. But did you have any parting comments, Dynamic Duel? Any parting comments for us to takeaways?
Definitely my parting comment would be first things first. Definitely work on changing your mindset. If you don't believe you can do what you're trying to do, change your mindset to knowing that you can. You know what I'm saying? Once we started saying it was going to be this or this and nothing else, things started happening for us. You know what I'm saying?
Affirmations. Always be positive. Don't talk yourself out of it before you even get into it. You worked up your anxiety, like everything. You talked yourself out of it, pretty much. Don't do that. You whatever it is that you put your mind to, you can definitely achieve that. And change your circle. Get around like-minded people. I cannot stress that enough. It can definitely 10x your business. It can 10x your personal life.
Everything.
Just take you to the next level.
Yeah, get with other couples, other whatever, whoever's making moves, and long as y'all all head in the same direction, you know, not not as far as the same direction, the same business, but the same direction professionally, or y'all got the
Mm-hmm.
same goals, link up with each other and share ideas and experiences and grow from each other, because that's the best way. It's power in numbers.
It
It
is.
definitely is. And it's definitely power in proximity, like how close you are to people who are where you're trying to be. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So definitely I take that away from anything. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
All right. Oops. I'm struggling with buttons again. So here we go. There we go. I'm clicking away. I'm trying to see if there's another comment. But thank you again for honoring us with this story, your presence, and a resource. Again, you've given us a solution to where if someone is struggling, wondering if I should be opening up a brokerage or not, how to even get into the field. And I think bottom line is to get the support, get the education, and then get the hustle. Get the hustle. I kind of learned that from you guys today too.
You ain't
Got to
got
get
to
the
real
hustle.
work.
Yep, because I mean, you can be in class, but you know what you're gonna do next when you graduate. So, thank
Right.
you. We'll go ahead and close this on out. And so, if you're watching the replay, also let us know if these times work for more participation. Like I said, I'm really big on feedback, so make sure you're giving that to me so I can bring some more people to the table of value. Thank you again. You guys
Thank
were
Appreciate it.
wonderful.
Thank
All
y'all so
right.
much.
You have a great one, and
All
we're
right, y'all
Peace.
too.
closing out. Oh, let me get back into my buttons. Look, trying to work all this. Okay, here we go.